Baking Bread by Turtle Jesus. Jesus was leaning against the rough sandstone building in the hot summer sun, attending to his ass. He was extremely upset as his ass had been sick lately, doing ass coughs, losing hair, and lazing about all day. Jesus patted his ass's head. "Please get better, Jeebus," he whispered. "Someone will be here soon to help you." Only minutes later, a man turned around the corner. He had broad shoulders, luscious black hair, and a big nose. "Jesus, my man, I heard you had a sick ass. Let me poke around a bit with it, and I'll see what I can do," he said in his loud, annoying voice. The person mumbled a lot as he touched Jeebus, making Jesus very nervous. "For father's sake, man, hurry up," Jesus yelled, startling the man who was currently underneath Jeebus. The man stood up and straightened his tunic and cleared his throat. "Jesus, you must understand, Jeebus is a very old donkey, and he has always been a very weak ass." Jesus looked terrified, but also angry. "Why are you telling me my ass is dying?" Jesus practically yelled at the man. "Well, not exactly. I'm afraid to say that your ass has cancer," the man replied, not meeting Jesus's eyes. Jesus fell to the floor, agony written across his face. His poor, poor ass. "What can you do for my ass?" Jesus questioned, pleading, looking at the man. "Well, there are treatments, Jesus, but they are very expensive, and a carpenter doesn't get paid as much as they used to," replied the man before trying to hurry out of there. "Wait," Jesus launched himself at the man. "Do the treatment. I'll get the money. Just help my ass," Jesus begged on his two knees. "Okay, okay," the man said, holding his hands up in surrender. Hours later, Jesus was riding around on his chariot when he saw an ex-school friend, which gave him an idea for, in fact, his friend had become a baker, and Jesus realized it was time to exploit his and his own talents. "Judas! Hey, Judas, over here, man!" Jesus called, waving over Judas. Judas jogged over, stumbling on the hems of his robes. "Jesus, bro, how you doing?" asked Judas, slapping him on the back. "Not too good. My ass is sick, and I need money for treatments," Jesus replied sadly. "Too bad, bro. Anything I can do?" "Well, I had an idea. Come to my house and I'll explain it," Jesus whispered to him, looking suspiciously at anyone near them. On the ride home, they talked about small things, such as the weather, the different shades of sand, and how likely it would be that the world would flood. Once they reached home, Jesus turned around to Jesus and said, "Okay, bro, what's this grand idea?" Jesus took a moment to completely think over the idea. "Well, you bake, and you remember how I can multiply food? I mean, I feed thousands of people with a couple loaves of bread and some fish." Jesus took a moment to make sure Judas was following. Slowly, a glint of understanding appeared in Judas's eye. "No, Jesus, I will have no part of this. It's illegal." "But Judas, think of all the things we could do together. We could put all the other bakeries out of business." "I don't know, bro." "Please, Judas, you could become rich." "Okay, I'm in." "Yes," Jesus said, jumping up and punching his fist. "Let's bake some bread." I hope you enjoyed this reading.